we're going to check out the campground for this particular state park. We'll take you along with us. So this is an honor system here. I don't know that anybody's manning this area right now. They may at some point in time, but right now they're not. There are some camp maps available to help you out in the campground. It's not a huge campground, so it wouldn't be very difficult to find your way around. You can see the honor box is right there, and then the rates for camping. We are heading around the Acorn loop of the campground. I don't think this is a huge campground, but I thought we'd share it with you anyway. If you're out in this area, there's some cabins available. And it looks like some sites that you can pull into with a decent sized RV or camper over here on the inside of the loop, as well as the outside. As you can see, there are some already in here parked. It appears that the sites have electric hookups. I don't know about water, but I do see electric. Looks like they have fire pits and picnic tables. And this is one of the sites on the inner loop. If you had a small camper, you could pull it in here. Or tent camping site. And again, the accommodations pretty much the same on all of the sites. Again, they're pretty good sized sites that you could pull an RV into, or a nice sized camper, tent camp in. And we see electric. And we also have found there is a water source, so there's potable water sources in the park. Site 45. Yeah. It's a nice little site, good for tent camping. 47. Smaller sites for tent camping through here. No electric hookup that I can see over there. Sites through here.
Oh, that one
for small campers, or
that one goes down in
tent camping, and it looks like you have accessible sites that you walk down into the woods to camp. So anyhow, this path right here takes you to site 50, and it is a walk-in site, as you can see. So you would have to park your car and then walk your equipment and tent and so forth down into this particular area. And we'll take a walk down here to see what that looks like. So site 50 is up here on the left. So site 50 is a left off of that trail, and it is a little bit back in here, so you do have a lot of privacy. This is actually a really cool little site. Great place for tent camping. You have a picnic table, you have a fire pit area, and there are some trails all back through here. Some huge trees. It's a beautiful forest back here. Anyhow, we're heading back out of site 50. Just go down the trail here a little bit. Take a right up the trail to the little parking area up here. So it's not that far of a haul for your equipment. So parking for this site 50 that I just showed you is right here. So you can just park there and then unload stuff and take it down. And again, potable water sources. I don't think any of the sites here have water hookups, but there are potable sources here, so you can fill containers and take them to your site. again, another pull-in site that you could put in a pretty large size RV or camper in these sites. And one of the nice things about this campground is it's very wooded, so you don't feel like you're right on top of your neighbor through here. It's one of the things I like about it. See all the woods. And some of the inner loop camping sites, and as you can see, there's all different sizes, so you be able to accommodate different size campers and lots of people. So again, there's a lot of camping sites that you walk back into the woods in this particular campground. We always appreciate those. They give you a lot more privacy. We're going to take you back to this one. Takes you to 59 and 61, and it runs past one of the trails in the park. So that's kind of cool. It's a beautiful day. You can hear the birds chirping. Uh-oh. So here is site 61, which this is nice. You've got a little bit of privacy back in here, and you're right up against the woods. Hear the birds all chirping. So this is actually super nice. Lots of space. And then over to the right is another site, 59. Right here, site 59. Kind of quaint. And again, it's butted up against the woods. And these two sites, the green trail runs in between them. So you might hear some people walking by, but anyhow, these are nice and private. And there's a lot of these, like I said before, you park out on the road and you walk your equipment back. Not terribly far to walk, so it's not that difficult. Again, this is another one of these sites that you walk back into the woods. Site 63. This is site 62. And then back here is site 63. So you have a bit more privacy back in these sites. Enough room for a tent camping. So we're now pulling out of the Acorn loop of the campground, and we are headed right. I can't remember the name of this loop, but we're heading to the next loop of the campground. I think there are 2 loops. So we're going to go take this one. As you can see, there's a little playground for the kids. There's an amphitheater. Check out this little loop. This seems to sit up a little bit higher. Over the other section of the campground. You can see there are sites that you just pull right off of the road and you park. And some that sit back a little bit. Looks like there is a bathhouse of some sort up here. So again, we're on the upper loop of the campground, and it kind of looks down on that lower Acorn loop. But there are pull-off areas that you camp just right off the road on this loop, and that's the inner part of the loop. And then the outer part has bigger sites that go back into the woods. And we're going to take you up here and show you what we think is the bathhouse for this campground. So this is a really large bathhouse. Looks as though there is a laundry area. There's a fountain over here. Water fountains. There's a men's restroom. And probably showers. And it looks like there are little trails from the campground that lead up here from all over. Some picnic tables, some dumpsters for your garbage, and some porta potties. Another trail leading up here. And this is the women's restroom. We can take you inside and show you. Just so you have some information here about the restrooms. As you can see, there are several stalls. And then there are, over here, bathroom stalls. Nice and clean areas. They have a handicap stall. And sinks and
Here you go. The shower.
and yes.
There's 2 showers.
So then they have a shower here. They all look nice and clean. So there's two showers in this one. One is a handicap stall, so you do have accessibility to that if you need it. Okay. And this is a laundry area. I guess it's just a double sink that you could wash some things out if you needed to. The top area of the campground loop that I couldn't remember the name of is actually called the Beechnut loop. So there's 2 loops, the Acorn and the Beechnut loop. But that concludes the tour of this campground. It's not huge, but it is accommodating, and it does have anything that you would need for camping. No water hookups, but a lot of them have electric hookups, fire pits, picnic tables. And as I said before, most of them are pretty private, other than what I spoke about in the video. Anyhow, that is the conclusion of the tour. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for wandering out yonder with us.